Hello and welcome to the Ramble Room Club, where we ramble about the fun, the weird, and everything in between. I'm Bri.
And I'm E.
And today we're diving into life hacks.
Or things I wish I knew earlier.
We're diving into, I wish I knew that a little bit earlier in life.
Oh boy, if I knew that earlier, life would be
Hacked. Life would be hacked.
my life hacked.
My life hacked. It's done. It happened.
Life hacked.
So when coming up with this topic, I had just watched a TikTok or an Instagram or something, and it was just a thing that just so simple and stupid that we all knew.
It got me angry.
I know you did.
Well, and then I also was like, am I smarter than everyone? Because a lot of it was, if you have extra food, freeze it.
Right.
And then heat it up later.
I
Obviously. Yeah, or I just saw things that they were just used how they're supposed to be, or just pointless. They just weren't helpful. Or just using a plastic bag for things.
Using a Walmart bag as a trash bag in your bathroom.
And it's we all do that.
Yeah, maybe some people don't.
I guess. Or it's oh, I use this. It's an easy hack. But then it's oh, you have an extra jar lying around the house? Perfect. So you're going to get that jar. You're going to wash it. Then you're going to go to Five Below and the dollar store, and you're going to buy this bamboo stick and then this craft supplies and then this sticker, and then you're going to Mod Podge and then blah, blah, blah. It's so much more work.
So many steps.
It's well, you're already going to the store to buy these decorations when you could just buy the decorative jar.
Just get the thing.
I don't know. And for me, I
just got a little grumpy about it.
Yeah, it was not productive.
Well, I'm going to start off with one that's a little light and fluffy, okay? So here's the life hack. I actually just learned this. This is not something that I've done yet, but this is something that I want to try.
Yeah.
It says, when looking at recipes online, click the print link, which cuts out all the unnecessary backstory and just gives you what you came there for.
Honestly.
I was like, oh, that's brilliant, because then it just has the recipe, the ingredients, instead of their whole backstory, them admitting to murder and their grandma that one time saying this beautiful butterfly looked like them, and all this. I hate those stories.
I don't care about your life story and who the first person who thought about bread.
Yeah.
And your first thought about bread, and how that led on to your thoughts about bread, and how did they discover that? And then it led me into a journey of walking in the the forest.
I just want to know how to make enchilada soup.
Literally.
That's it.
What ingredients do I need?
What ingredients do I need to make this meal?
I need baking powder, baking soda. Sometimes I've seen where it's just jump to the recipe, and that's nice.
Oh, sometimes they have a button like that?
They do have that button.
That's nice.
Sometimes they're self-aware.
That's good.
I saw one on TikTok. So you know how umbrellas always have that little string at the bottom that you could put your wrist through? So I saw a hack that if you're at the beach and you have a chair, you can tie that string to the chair, and then it can be an umbrella on your chair.
Oh!
I thought that was smart.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. So then you can get a little umbrella chair.
So then you have the shade.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a good one.
Another one is if you're at the grocery store and you're buying wine or glass bottles and you have a shopping cart, they have those little slots. In the shopping cart, you can stick the wine bottle through those slots and it'll keep it steady so they're not rolling around and potentially breaking them. So it'll hold it in place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Another one of mine is if you purchase something that comes with a unique charger power cable, you should label it.
smart.
That's so smart. So I'm going to buy masking tape and I'm going to start putting it around all my chargers so I can remember which one goes to which device. Because I'm always just grabbing out those cords and plugging them into the thing and seeing if it works.
Mm.
And it never does. I was like, that's brilliant. I'm going to start doing that.
That's smart. Or you could buy different colored tapes.
Right. But I'd rather just write on the masking tape and be like, that's what this is.
That's fair.
This is for our lighter that needs to be charged and I can't find the charging cord.
Yeah, we have a laser lighter for our
I
candles.
love our laser lighter.
It's very convenient.
It's very nice. You just turn it on and it's
But I love candles, so I've used it too much, and now we need to charge it, but
I don't know where
Bri doesn't know where the charger is.
I have to look for it, but I have a few places I can look. I haven't actively looked, but I know a few places where I can look.
I think this was also on TikTok. So you know sauce packets?
Mhm.
Like from restaurants.
Mhm.
They're so hard to open. Sometimes you like get it and then it like doesn't even open it all the way, or it opens all of it and then the sauce is all on your hands.
Yeah, you hate this what's on your hands.
Or you're trying to squeeze it all out and then it gets all on your fingers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, someone on TikTok, they had a fork on one end,
Mhm.
and on the other end, they opened it, and then they slid the fork to slide out the sauce. The sauce.
Mhm.
So it doesn't get on your fingers.
You could almost do that for anything.
Yeah. Like chopsticks, I'm sure could work too.
Yeah. Have you ever done stuff like that with your toothpaste? With my toothpaste, I've used the corner of the counter in the bathroom. Like
Oh,
push it so
yeah.
that I can get all of the toothpaste back at the top.
Oh, yeah, or like folded it.
Yeah.
Or
To
like
like help push
rolled
through.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of like one of those things.
Yeah. Another little quick, easy life hack I saw on Instagram was you put an orange on top of a glass and then you cut like halfway off. You kind of,
Take off the top peel.
yes, you twist the bottom peel. So
Uh-huh.
then the navel of the orange is poking through.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a candle wick. Then you pour in olive oil at the bottom and you light it. So then it's a homemade candle.
A homemade candle.
Which I love the smell of citrus. I love candles. And to make it homemade, and Bri loves oranges, so
I
you
love
can
oranges.
have the orange. I'll have the peel.
I'll eat all the oranges.
Give me the peel. But yeah, I want to try that because that'll be cool. But I don't know how long it would last. Honestly.
Yeah, right?
Might
You look
be
at it, it's like 30 minutes.
30 seconds, maybe. I don't
It
know.
lights and then it goes out.
But I think that would be cool to have.
That would be really cool. I looked at a lot of things on Reddit.
Oh,
So that's kind of where the rest of my information comes from.
interesting.
And so the prompt was what's something that you learned that you'd want to tell your younger self or something like that. And so this person is called Lady Alex the Deviant.
Oh, I love Reddit.
I know.
usernames.
I know. This person said, my grandmother always said that if you feel terrible, get out of bed, shower, do your hair, put on clothes down to your shoes, and then eat a good meal. Either this will fix it or at least you're dressed and fed and in a better place to deal with the problem. I really like that.
But what if you're sick though?
It literally helps to get up and take a shower. So I have a lot of health issues and I'm sick a lot. Sitting in bed in your sickness for days on end, it does make you feel worse.
Yeah.
And so when I'm home sick, I make it a thing. I am going to get in a shower today.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how horrible you feel, you go, you take that shower, you come back in bed, you do feel better. And so I really liked that one because that's something that I've learned more recently with the increase in my health issues in the last few years. Like this last time when I was sick and hurt to breathe and I was laying in bed all day, every day. I could barely get up to get myself some food, but I decided I want to get up and take a shower. Also because the humidity from the shower helps kind of relieve your sinuses and helps you breathe a little bit better. So I did that and I went in to the shower and I did just feel so much better just to be clean,
Yeah.
have that water, just get out of your stinky bed for a minute. It also just helps with depression too.
Yeah, it's I'm sure a mental thing as well.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just going to get up. I'm going to get ready. It doesn't matter if I go anywhere,
Mhm.
but I need to eat. I need to feed myself. And like at the end, it's like, even if that doesn't fix it, you're now in a better place where you can try to fix your problem.
Yeah, and she's a kindergarten teacher, so she deals with kids, and kids are petri dishes. They have
Yeah.
all the sicknesses,
And therefore, I get all the sicknesses.
and Elise lives with her, so therefore I also get all the sickness. Bri also has a weakened immune system,
Hmm.
so she's sick a lot. Yeah.
So I get everything and I get it bad.
Yeah, you're more prone, and when you get it, it's dramatic.
It's bad. It's dramatic. If it's sickness, I've had it.
Yeah, except, like, cancer.
It's true.
Like,
No, I haven't yet. I'm
seriously.
leaving it open.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, right.
So, for me, I am very much a people pleaser.
Mm.
So, when I was thinking about this one, saying no to
Mm.
people is so hard.
I read a lot of things about that, about just saying no.
And okay, and not only just saying no, but not feeling guilty about saying
Mhm.
no afterwards
Mhm.
is also hard. Sometimes I'll say no and then I'm like, oh, but I could do it. Or like I'll try to talk myself out of it. Or I'm like,
Yeah.
was that harsh? But it's like, I have every right to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay. Especially being a girl living in Utah, Bri and I
Mhm.
grew up as Mormons
Mhm.
or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Girls are very much taught to be pleasing
Mhm.
and not cause a rift, to be peacemakers. So,
Mhm.
and Mormons in general, like there's a very thing of like if someone asks you to move, like move places, you say
Mhm.
yes.
Right.
It's like a duty to help your community. So if someone asks you for something, you say
Mhm.
yes.
I think of when we used to go to these little youth dances. If a
Mhm.
boy has the courage to come up to you and ask you to dance, you have to say yes.
Yeah, as a woman.
As a woman, you have to say yes.
I also think for girls, it's definitely stronger, but I do think it's kind of a duty thing. You'll have responsibilities in the church, and if authority asks you to do those responsibilities, like you're not forced to, but there's this expectation of you need to say yes. And if you
Mhm.
say no, it's weird.
Yeah, like people wonder why.
There's even times when people can go and give like talks or sermons.
Mhm.
And again, they ask the people in the church. And again, if you say no, it's looked down upon, even though technically you do have free will. You
Mhm.
can say no, but
Mhm.
it's definitely highly pressured to say yes.
Yes,
And if you
absolutely.
say no, it's weird.
Mhm.
Especially as a woman, it's very hard to say no. Just saying no to anyone in general. All of my issues kind of come down to this belief that I don't feel like I'm good enough.
Mhm.
So saying no also feeds into that.
Right.
So I feel like I have to overdo things or have to do everything so well.
Mhm. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you had learned earlier that saying no is okay, what do you think would have changed in your life?
I think I would be more comfortable saying no now
Mm.
because it
Giving
would
you that
be, yeah,
confidence?
it would be like a muscle.
Mm.
So I could practice that muscle more.
Mhm.
It would be less foreign. So I think, if I have more practice with that, definitely it wouldn't be as crazy to
Mhm.
think I can say no, and it would be more second nature
Mhm.
than this new crazy thing. Yeah. Do you feel like you have a hard time saying no?
No.
She said it.
I said it. No, I have always been very decisive.
That's
And I know you aren't supposed to say no to the church leaders, and they would ask me to give talks through text, and through text, I would say, no, thank you. And I'm sure that then they would tell the people in the congregation, oh, this person said no. Cause sometimes I would get people coming up to me that day and being like, hey, how you doing? Like, is everything okay?
mm,
And I'm like, just because I don't want to talk in front of 50 to 100 people
mhm,
about stuff they already know doesn't
mhm.
mean that something's wrong with me. It doesn't mean that I'm not okay, But
Yeah.
that's kind of what it's looked at. It's like, oh, her testimony is struggling because she
Yeah.
doesn't want to give a sermon.
When honestly, public speaking is
It's
terrifying.
terrifying.
Bri and I, we've now are not a part of that church anymore.
We've both been out for about 2 years.
So it's been a while, and we haven't been to church 2 years plus. When we would go to church, people would all the time be like, "I'm so nervous." It's terrifying public speaking. I think
Mhm.
most people don't enjoy it. So
Yes.
totally normal for you to say that. And like you start public speaking at age 12.
Before that, because sometimes when you're younger, you're in a group called primary, and they
Oh,
have you
that's right.
give little
Right.
scripture talks.
That's
So you would
right.
pick a scripture and share something about it in front of
Mhm.
all of the other kids from
Yeah.
3 to 11.
And it is a smaller group, but it is the kids your age
It's
and
still terrifying. I also think that public speaking is its own individual skill.
yeah.
I think some people have it and a lot of people do not. I think our
Mhm.
father has it.
Mhm.
Our dad is so good at public speaking. That's one of the things he does for his job is he goes around and does trainings on this computer system because he is so good at presenting and public
And
speaking
he loves it.
and he loves it. But there are so many people that are not good.
Mhm.
So it is kind of silly that it's expected in the church that everyone is supposed to be this amazing speaker. So many times growing up, sitting in the meetings and having someone giving their little spiel, and it is so stinking boring.
It's boring and
Or
I
you
hate
can't
it.
hear them because they're
Yeah,
so
or they're
nervous.
crying.
Or they're crying and you can't hear over their tears, you
Yeah.
know? So this next one is probably going to offend some people.
Ooh.
And some people aren't going to understand. And I think some people might be angry.
Ooh.
So this is just my
Hot
wording
take.
that I'm going to talk about this because this is how I feel. It's not representative of how anyone else feels. So
I'm excited.
this is my opinion.
Controversial.
No one else's opinion. My opinion does not take away from anyone else's opinion on how they feel about religion, about anything. Okay? Here we go. Now that I've built it up. I wish I would have become an atheist sooner. I was like, oh,
Ooh.
I was reading through some of the things that people said, and one person said that because they were gay and religion is so mean about gay, and they were like, once I
LGBTQ+.
became an atheist and realized that there's no magical being in the sky that cares about who I love, it was just so freeing and wonderful. I give that warning because I know that being an atheist in our lives has always been looked down upon. You always think,
Mhm.
oh, those people are gritty and gross. Like they don't believe in a God. Ew.
Yeah, they're disgusting or they're
Yeah,
cynical.
they're drug addicts.
They're cynical, they're not
Mm-hmm.
happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just for the listeners, what age were you when you left the church?
I left the church when I was 26.
Yes,
26 years.
and we were very devout.
Because of my background in Mormonism, every single decision and thought is laid out for you.
Mhm.
Any good feeling you have is coming from God, not from you. And this creates a separation between your gut feeling and trusting yourself and just your natural human instincts, which the natural man is an enemy to God.
Yeah.
And so you're supposed to look down on that. And smarter people have talked about this and the effect of this belief on decision making. But for me, I remember one of the first times post religion that I listened to my own gut and it led me down a right path. I trusted myself and my feelings. And I had a realization that it was never some spiritual being telling me what to do. It was always me. I always had this power within me. I always had this strong gut feeling. And it just changed so much inside of me. It gave me so much power, changed my perspective on so many things. And for the first time in my life, again, after 26 years of being in that religion, I'm now
Mhm.
29. For the first time, I am filled with self-love and acceptance
Mhm.
because I know that I can make those decisions. It wasn't some powerful being. It was me. It was always me. And that's so powerful. That's kind of why I wanted to bring this up. I think you can still be in religion and feel power in yourself. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying for me, once I let go of a mystical being,
Mhm.
I was able to trust myself.
Mhm.
I was able to feel the emotions inside of me and know that they're from me. And it was just so amazing. And I
Mhm.
still feel that. So whenever good things happen to me, or I have a feeling and I go talk to somebody and they're like, wow, thank you so much for doing that. You just changed my day. And I'm like, oh, I don't need a little tiny spirit whispering in my ear. Because in Mormonism, you're given the gift of the Holy Spirit. And that is what is whispering all of those nice things to you always. It's not you.
Yeah. Everything good is from God. It's not you, it's from God.
Hmm.
So nothing good you do is you, it's
Right.
from God.
And so, in becoming an atheist and being able to take away from that, I just feel so much power in myself.
Mhm.
And I just feel so clear headed
So
in my life.
you consider yourself an
I
atheist?
consider myself an atheist, yes.
Okay.
Hmm. I don't believe that there's any other higher power or anything. I do believe in feelings and I believe in,
Energies. What about auras?
yeah, but I also think that's with the energies. Some people can give off different energies when they're feeling different emotions. That's just human.
Mhm.
But yes, I do consider myself an atheist. I don't think there's some big powerful being up there
Oh,
that's helping anyone.
so because I know there's like atheism and the
Agnostic.
yeah, which one's the one that's like, oh, there's no proof that it's right, but there's also no proof that it's
That's
wrong?
agnostic.
Okay.
Atheism
Is like,
is
no, there's not.
there is no God.
Yeah.
There is no higher being controlling your every move.
Mhm.
And that's my belief. I don't think that it exists.
Yeah.
How could that one person talk to every single one of us?
Mhm.
It's us. We're talking to ourselves. We know what's best for us because we've been with ourselves the longest. That's my hot take. How I became an atheist.
And I mean, Bree's had a lot of health issues recently, and there was one moment where Bree was kind of second guessing herself because she went to urgent care and she was like, I don't know, am I just overthinking it? She was kind of like over exaggerating.
Yeah, thinking that, yeah, I
Yeah.
was over exaggerating my symptoms.
But you were listening to your intuition and it found out like you had RSV or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, an actual serious thing, and
Yeah.
the doctors got back. So, if you remember, you could look back and be like, "Oh, that was the Holy Ghost." But it's like,
Mhm.
No, that's just your tuition, which you're born with, everyone's born with."
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that was a cool moment for me. It was very validating. It was very much me saying, I know my body. I know something's wrong.
yeah.
I know that this is more than just allergies. Something's wrong. And then to be proven, be told that, yeah, you're right. Your instincts were spot on. You
Mhm.
have something else that's going on. And I think that goes along with like the power I feel in myself as well.
Yeah.
It's never been some mystical being doing that.
But it's nice because you don't have to attribute that to the Holy Ghost. Like,
Hmm.
that was Brie
Yeah, just breathe.
listening to herself, trusting herself in her body,
Yep.
which for me is very powerful. I know other people are grounded and kind of feel relief from having a power outside of them. I know that that's where they get peace from.
Hmm.
So I can see where religion would really benefit. For me, I don't really know where I'm at with my religion, and
And that's fine.
yeah, for right now I don't need to define it.
Nope.
I'm probably more on your side right now just because growing up so religious. I mean, I'm on a pendulum swing, so, like,
Hmm.
I'm kinda more on the other side, especially since we grew up very devout, like, went to church every Sunday.
Read our scriptures almost every single day.
I said prayers
Prayers
together.
morning and night.
Yeah, and just all of my thoughts were consumed of Jesus Christ. She like extremely devout, always thinking about it. And so I do feel free and I'm just enjoying my life and noticing, oh no, this is for me. Like I don't need to rely on this church to have good things.
Hmm.
So I guess I do believe in like the universe, and sometimes there are some things I did like I don't want to lose being grateful. So
Yeah.
like sometimes when I'm driving to work and let's say I hit every green light or just timing works out, I'll just be like, thanks, universe, because I don't want to lose that.
Hmm. Yeah, I like that.
So anyway, that's how I am.
And as I mentioned before, I'm very decisive. And so
Yeah.
I just make a decision. I can't live in the in between space. some things I can. But most of the time I'm like, no, it's either real or it's not.
Well, and I'm also trying to work on living in the moment,
Mhm.
and so right now it's not important.
Right. Right.
So for me, I just wanna chill.
She's just chilling, guys.
I just wanna chill. I don't wanna think about things I don't need to.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so another kinda deep topic. Emotions are okay.
Whew.
It's okay to be happy.
Whoa.
It's okay to be sad.
What?
It's okay to be angry.
No.
So, Bri's therapist brought this up, and I hadn't heard of this, and I really liked it. But here's a little bit of background for me. Growing up, I had a lot of anger,
Mhm.
and I didn't know how to express it healthfully. I would hit my head against the wall. I would pull out my hair and my eyelashes, and I just had a lot of anger, and I didn't know how to express it
Mhm.
well. And so I would do those, and again, it would just build up and it would explode in these ways. And I would yell at people and it would just explode because I didn't know how to control it and manage it. Whenever I would yell at someone or would bang my head or pull out my eyelashes, it got a reaction out of people. And when yelling at people, they would always feel bad, obviously, because no one likes being yelled at. So
Yeah.
I would feel sad for yelling at someone or blowing up at someone. So I kind of just took that as like, I can't be angry because when I am angry,
Mhm.
this is how I behave.
Yeah.
And that behavior is bad instead of thinking, oh no, the behavior is bad. The emotion's not bad,
Right.
just my behavior and my actions.
Yes.
So basically, Elise interpreted that as no emotions
Mhm. Right.
except happiness.
Yeah.
So I buried that deep, deep down. And like I've been in therapy. I've actually recently graduated. I
Queen.
don't know. Hold your applause.
Just a flex. No
Yeah,
worries.
whatever. Just trying to.
Mentally stable. Oh.
Oh. I've like worked on emotions since then, but Bree's therapist brought up this thing that I never heard of, and it was that when you're angry, that's actually self-love, and you're
Mhm.
standing up for yourself and kind of the part of you that wants justice and being like, "No, you're not being treated fairly. No, you deserve more."
The angry part of you is the part of you that loves yourself the most.
See? Very eloquently.
Thank you.
So, it was just that was like, "Aw," made
Mhm.
my heart aw.
Mhm.
It pulled at my heartstrings
Yeah.
because 'cause I'm very hard on myself, and I have a lot of self-hatred,
Mhm.
and so hearing that very strong anger side was
The one that
actually,
loves you.
rooting for me and being on my side, and
Mhm.
it's just a kind way to think about it
It
instead
is.
of because I hated that side of me
Mhm.
because I didn't know how to manage it. It
Mhm.
would result in bad things
Right.
and would hurt people. So I always hated that part, but really it's no, I love myself and no,
Mhm.
I'm trying to stand up for myself and I know something's wrong. And so,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
It is really cool.
So,
I know I deserve better. I'm being treated and
yeah,
something's wrong.
which, again, like my core belief of I know I'm not good enough. So having that was healing a little bit and knowing
Mhm.
like, no, I do love myself,
Yeah.
it's sweet. So I wish I knew that sooner, but I mean, I'm still young, so
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
good to know now.
Yeah, it's great to know now.
Also being sad, like especially growing up, crying. I thought if you cried, you were weak.
Yep.
So knowing that, where it's just like, no, and it's actually so good to cry for yourself. Like
Yeah.
your body, it's so good for your
Yeah.
body.
Mhm.
Just
A
so
lot of
many
things are
benefits.
released and yeah.
And you feel so good
Me too. There's like a
afterwards.
little rush afterwards.
It feels so good. And it
Yeah.
like doesn't have to be such a big deal of crying. Like you can just
Right.
be like, 1 second, I just need to cry.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Let me just let out these tears.
You can just have it as like, I just need to laugh. It's just like a
Yeah.
response
It's a response. Yeah, that's a good way to
of
put
your
it.
body, like I'm laughing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like this big thing. And honestly, I feel like when you're suppressing that emotions, it, like, makes it worse than if you were to just let yourself ride the wave.
Yes,
And then you're like,
100%.
"Okay." Because I feel sometimes when you're crying and you're like, stop it," like, it
Yeah.
makes you cry worse almost.
Yeah, I was working on that with my therapist because she told me that it's okay to be inconsolable sometimes.
Mm,
It's okay to just cry and
like,
feel
be
like you won't.
irrationally
Yeah,
crying. Yeah.
irrationally crying, feel like you can't stop yourself from crying. She's like, "That's okay." And I was like, "Girl, what?"
Yeah, what?
I was like, "No, it's not." And she was like, "Yeah. Like, you can feel your emotions and just feel them in that moment, and then it actually won't be as big of an outburst as it usually is." Because
Mhm,
I have a lot of negative relationships with emotions. I'm a very
mhm,
emotion driven person,
mhm.
and I'm very dramatic and big, and so emotions and I have never really had a good relationship, and now we're working on it. And so yeah, for you it was the anger thing. For me it was that it's okay to be sad and just let yourself be sad. Sit in that emotion for a minute. And I was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
which is still hard.
It is still a foreign concept, but
Yeah.
we're
It's
all learning and growing.
it's hard to wrap my head around, but
It
again,
is,
it's
yeah.
a muscle, and in therapy, you learn because it's a lot of your brain conditioning. Your brain has thought this way for, in your case, 29 years,
Yeah.
which is a long time.
It's a
My
long time, guys.
case, almost 24 years.
Mhm.
You've just thought of this for 3
This
months?
has been introduced to you for
3
3
months.
months.
So it's like a lot of rewiring. So
Yes.
it just takes time,
Mhm.
again, for me.
Moral of this episode, therapy's good. No.
Yeah,
Go
seriously,
to therapy.
go to therapy. No, but, like, it just takes practice, easier said than done. Be patient with yourself, but
Mhm.
also with, like, the stifling of your emotions
Ooh,
and
good word.
thank you.
You're welcome.
But, like, we've all experienced moments trying to hold in our laughter, and it's, like, a serious situation, and we shouldn't be laughing. It makes it so much
It
worse.
it's physical pain
Yeah,
when you
when
are trying to hold in a laugh.
and it makes it last so much longer than I bet if we were just to, like, laugh, you know? So, it's
It's
just
so hard.
so it's gotta be true with the other things. It's okay to cry, but, I mean and sometimes I'm like, "I didn't cry," but that doesn't mean you're strong. That's just it's okay to cry.
It's okay.
It's okay. We're human. We're
What?
supposed to experience emotions. That's part of life, but it's hard to be like, "No," like, "Oh, Elise can?
Yeah.
Oh, me? Yeah, yeah, you guys, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you
Wait,
guys are totally fine.
oh, but, like, for me,
Wait, me?
they can cry, but I can't cry. No, I can't get angry." And again, it's just more helpful behaviors in learning how to manage that. So, yeah, emotions are good. Ride the wave, guys. Change behaviors if that's the issue.
And I wanted to end on the light note that we started with. So here's a few rapid fire ones that I thought were funny. First one, dishwashers have a filter that you're supposed to clean.
Oh,
I love that fact. Because most adults that I talk to go, "Oh, really?" Yep. You're supposed to. Yeah.
you know what? You're telling me this. I'm still not gonna do
I'm still not going to do it. Yeah.
it.
Also, this one was my favorite. This was so funny. It said, "You can turn food over in the microwave so that it heats better. Cold middles do not have to be a part of life."
How do you?
You set it for a certain amount of time and then you'll flip it.
Oh, well, like I stir it.
Right. But like with everything. This person was like, "You don't have to have fire on the outside, icicle in the middle burritos. You can flip it." I liked that one. Another good one that we should all learn is that HR is not your friend. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
She's not your friend. She, both. And then just to end, this is just a little nugget to end on. You should live rather than just exist.
Gandhi.
Gandhi. Michael Scott. Yep, I wanted to end on that because I thought that was a sweet thing.
I've heard of a quote one time. It's like you can either have a long suffering life. You can either. Um, why am I so bad at quotes today? What is it? um, let me think. Let me think. Sorry, I totally ruined your little nugget. Oh my gosh. It was can either have like a long, painful existence or a short, fun life.
Or a short,
Something.
beautiful life or something.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
forget
no,
it.
I get
Just
that that's
cut
right.
it out.
All right, that's enough rambling for today. Or is it? Either way, see you next time.